Hi everyone, so in today's video I'll be trying out a new collection that Spellbinders has released kind of early. They usually do their monthly releases on the 10th and afterward, but this one was already released. It's the Whimsical Village by Vicki Papaioannou. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And I chose a couple items from it. I believe there are some houses, maybe some other designs, but this is a 3D folder from that, and then the Whimsical Florals, I believe is what it's called, or Whimsical Flowers, something like that. Just straight off the top, I will say that Spellbinders did send these items free of charge for my review. Of course, all opinions are my own, and the links I have in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items to those links. So thank you for using those if you would like. I do have them for the US and the UK. And in this month of June, I made a video showing this cute little guy, Sir Spelly. It's a free gift with a 150 or more purchase. And I don't know if I mentioned that it was Spellbinders' birthday month. So it is their birthday month, and that's why they're doing that. So you can grab that. It'll be put straight into your cart once you have 150 or more, I believe, after discounts. You guys can test that out because it's something that'll just automatically be added to your cart. So you don't go and look for it and add it. Okay, so that's that little guy. But every other order, just placing any order, will get you a little sticker, a random sticker. So it could be any one of these guys. And, for any order that you place, if you place several orders, you'll receive, one in each order. So the little stickers are super cute. So I just want to show you guys that. And that's for the month of June, of course, until they are gone. So I am going to use these guys, and then I realized I don't have a sentiment here. I do have other items obviously that I can make sentiments with, but then I was like in my mind, I should use this Simon Hurley one because it does have quite a few sentiments. This was not released yet on their site, but it was released yesterday because it's not supposed to release till the 10th, but it's already on the site. So I'm like, okay, well, I can use it now. So I have these sentiments from the Simon Hurley Cascading Dots. I don't know if it's called Cascading Dots Collection. That's kind of a very plain name, but it might be because it's basically based on this 3D folder here that has this stencil too. So you can do the stencil. You can just do the stencil, right? You can just do the folder, but hopefully you can see they're larger dots down to smaller ones, and they are a 3D embossing folder. And then the cone flowers that go along with that kit, or that collection, should I say. And then I have sentiments. So I'll probably use one of these sentiments here. So I just want to show you that real quick. I will link that also. So generally what I do is like all June releases, but like I said, they're not all released yet because some of them were released earlier than others. Wait until the 10th, right? But I'll put this collection and I'll put the other collection in the description box. The links will be there. So if you just click it, it'll pop you right over and you can see all the offerings in that collection. Okay, so because I was planning to do this over the weekend, I already have some things cut and ready because I work and work and work until the kids wake up. So this is as far as I got. I just got this ready afterward. So I'm going to do an A2 size card, so 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4 if you're making your own. Maybe you want it tent fold. That would be 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 5.5, so it opens in the portrait kind of mode. And then this guy, I just have this cut to 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And again, when you're cutting things on a guillotine or a trim, you're kind of eyeballing. That looks pretty good. And this does have adhesive on the back of it already. I'm going to run it through this little swirly, fun, embossing folder. So, I mean, this is... The design, I think, is really fun for literally anything. So it can look like waves, it can look like wind, it can look like just a cool pattern in the background, depending on what you want to do. So it's a little swirly and cute. And again, this is a 3D embossing folder, so you're going to want a machine that can accommodate the size, but also the thickness, right? So these guys will emboss an area that's 8.5 by 5.5, but they are 8 3/4 by 5 3/4 is the actual size of it. I'm going to run this through the Platinum 6, and that would be the A plate and the adapter plate if you're using the universal plate system. And I'll be right back. Okay. And that's what that's looking like. Very interesting. It's kind of conical. It kind of comes up in a circle form, probably because of the way the little circles are, concentric there. Do you see what I'm saying? It reminds me of Madonna, if you guys know what I'm talking about. Okay, let me put these things up and I'll be right back. And whenever I have adhesive paper like this, and then I still stick it down wonky, obviously I want this to be centered. Like there. It might be good. I always end up doing it wrong, so maybe let's find another way. I always try to remember to stick it down like a vinyl where you barely take off any of the backing and then keep going. But then I also mess up when I get here. So let me see where I want that to be before I really pick that up. Like there. Is that nice and straight? Okay, a little bit more towards the top. Okay, that's good. Now that kind of gave me a better idea of where this is going to end up being. A lot of times I end up still being too low or too far to the left or too far to the right or something, but that helped me kind of stick it down, seeing where I want it to be, and then I removed the rest of it. Okay, cool. This is really cool. Very fun. Okay. And then we have the florals. So of course you can do whatever you want. You have all these different bits to layer, and let me make sense of them for you guys as far as like who goes where. Oh, that's cute. I like that. This little guy here. So what is like, you have these little like cup kind of looking flowers, right? And then these are the accent pieces for those. And then you have this little guy. Of course, you're gonna have little dots that go on it. And I believe it's from this because he has 5 dots. 5 dots. This one goes to the 3-dot one, 3 dots. And then you have your little bases, and hopefully you can kind of see. Obviously, you can put this wherever you want, but this one has 2 pieces and the 2 flowers. I mean, that's the intention, but again, you can put them on wherever you want. This guy, actually, if you look at it, I think it'd be cute like this, but it's meant to be like this. Okay, so very interesting because you can place this guy over it. So if that's green, you know, you just have that. Maybe that's it. But it also has this little bits that you can decorate with. So the piece that falls out plus the other piece, or just one of the pieces, or don't use it at all if you just want these 2 things, you know, because that looks good by itself. And then the last pieces here, they all layer up. Basically, you have the background piece that's going to show through. You have this next piece that's going to go on top of that, and then this one goes on top of that. So if you want 3 different colors, they're all going to show, and just that's the order of those guys. Okay, so, and then of course you can put them on, you know, wherever you want. You have all these other little stems. Basically, this makes 2 different flowers or sizes, and they go on these guys. But again, mix and match, do whatever you want. So I'm gonna run a few of these through some green, you know, whatever I might do for the flowers, maybe these little guys, and I'll be right back. Pieces because I was going to do just these 3, but I think maybe I need to add more, so I will run another set of flowers through. But this guy, like I said, goes on there, and I like the way that looks. Again, you have this other piece to kind of do more decoration if you want more on there, but I think that's cute. And then these guys, let's get this going. I have this little thing I haven't used in a few days, so I put the cap back on. Let's take that off. I think this should be unscrewed by now. Yep. Okay. And so you have larger dots to smaller ones, and just grab any old thing here. Okay, so this is how they came out of the die, and they do have graduated sizes, so you do want to pay attention to like which one goes where. But the one with the 5, it looks like these 2 might be the same size. Yeah. So this one and the next one up are basically the same size. And then there are 2 left. A little bit smaller than that last one. Sorry. And then the very smallest one. And I cut these out of the same paper. Oopsie. And then these other 3 here, obviously large, medium, small, right through there. And then I think I'll do the little buttercups. Why not? So I'll run that through some other greenery, maybe something orange, maybe something yellow. Okay, so I have a little something else. And then this guy, I think, yeah, just this one has sticky to it, so I will put them facing that way maybe. Yeah, because the other one's going kind of to the left. You can do whatever you want. Obviously, you can have them kind of fun, but I feel like I'm just going to go with kind of what was there. Oh, also, okay. Sometimes I have adhesive on the backs of these things, and so I should just double check that. Very cute. Okay, we have that little guy. And this one, I'm trying to see if maybe, oopsie, I didn't want to push down too hard because I was going to stick these down. It's very good adhesive on there. What I was going to say is maybe this needs to go the other way. Yeah. So I could see some of the orange in the background, so definitely has a direction or a way it's supposed to be laid down. And so the little flatter side goes up, and then the more rounded side goes down towards the flower, inside the flower. Okay, so that's the one thing when things have stickiness to them. And I'm just a bit, that's so pretty. I love the way those colors came together. If I'm gonna do like a word here or on a belly band kind of thing going, I like the way that looks already, so I can squish that down. And lift this up a little bit. If you want to zhuzh your leaves, you know, you can definitely do that if you want them to curve or anything like that. I'm just gonna pick them up a little bit. Not super worried about this area because I'm going to stick that down anyway with something else on top, so I'm okay. Hold that down for a second, I'll be right back. Okay, and then this guy has, oh, that pink one also has its own adhesive, cool. Alright. This whole thing just sticks down on its own. Cute, maybe like there. That'll help hold the other one down. And then these guys also have a little stickiness to them. Maybe this one's supposed to go this way. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, so this one here. You can see that little paper, there we go. Cute. And then this guy, I like the way they just kind of fell apart in pieces. There we go. Oh, I love that. It's funny, in my mind I thought this pink one would be like the main flower, but I really like the way these look on top. And then a little sentiment here, so it looks like a little bouquet-ish. So I think, how about a simple hello? I'm just debating if, yeah, it probably needs the background piece too, huh? Just to really hold down. Again, we can just do hello, do a belly band, and then have the word there, but I think I'll run that through something that's cute, and then maybe just white background, and then a color that, you know, coordinates with everything else. I'll be right back. Okay, you know, these little guys have their own like little dot in the center, which makes it look really cute, but if you want to pop in little rhinestones, little pearls in there, you know, add a little something else, it'd be very nice. I think this already has sticky back on it. Let me pop these guys out. These are very delicate letterings, so I'm trying to, okay, that's taking that off, which is not what I wanted to do. I wanted to get the whole letter out, the whole word. Okay. There we go. Okay, nice and clean. And since this already has sticky back on it and it's super delicate, I'm going to just, again, whenever I do something like this, and you don't have to do it in the air, obviously, just one letter at a time. So like I'm gonna see where that looks right, you know, looks the nicest, okay. Then the E, then the L, maybe a little more that way. This one definitely needs to go a little more that way. And the O should come down just a little bit. Cute. And maybe we'll use some dimensionals, but not that high. Of course, I'm going to say that when I have the smaller like lettering here, but you know, you can cut your dimensionals. And these happen to have a really hard to take off backing. So I'm going to put these down and I'll be right back. Take the backings off. And maybe I'll cut a couple and put them on either part of the H. I'll be right back. Got those little things on there. And just like in there. All right. There it is. So thanks for watching, guys. Again, really cute, whimsical designs here. And I'll have images coming up. I'll have the links as appropriate down in the description box again for this collection. Also, that new Simon Hurley collection. And I will see you all at the next one. Bye now.